Wonderful. So welcome to this evening's conference, everyone. We are going to be speaking about presenting your company and its products and services. So tonight's conference is for level A1 to level A2. Now, the vocabulary is very particular. That means that there could be many definitions that are slightly difficult. But what I would like you to do is, if you have any questions or if you have a difficulty understanding certain words, please feel free to put your questions or the words on a piece of paper or in the chat. And after we present the conference, that will be for 25 minutes. The last 5 minutes, you can ask your questions and we can see how we can reach an understanding on difficult vocabulary. So the PDF will be sent to you after today's conference. So let's begin. So today's conference has 4 parts. We are going to look at the company overview. So the company overview, what is your company about? We will then look at products and services. So what is your company selling? Are they products or are they services? We'll then look at market position and strategy. So that means votre position dans le marché. So your position in the market. The market, we talk about your audience. Where are you? And then your future plans and your goals. So, do you have a company or do you want to start a business in the short term? It's important to remember that there are many different definitions in English and in French. In French, we can talk about an association, but in English, we talk about an entreprise. In English, we talk about a company. In today's conference, we are going to focus on how to present your company to future clients or partners. Let's take a look at how important it is to sell your services in a creative and efficient way. So on the right, à droite, you can see the translation in French. So if there are words that you do not understand, you can look on the right. Knowing how to talk about your company, its products, and its services is essential because it helps build a strong brand and highlights your unique selling points. Clear communication boosts sales, attracts investors, and enhances employee engagement. So let's start with your company overview. We will see some vocabulary in the company overview, and that the first word we talk about is foundation. Okay? We then see establishment and the company's history, your inception. So the point of inception is when the company began. Milestones, your mission. What is your mission? And your vision. So you could also think of your vision is like, where do you see your business? We talk about core values, objectives, and strategic goals. So your company history and mission. When presenting your company and its services, highlighting the company history and mission is crucial for several reasons. It builds credibility and trust. So when we talk about credibility, we talk about votre réputation. How are you building trust and credibility? So these are quite important because it shows us when you build credibility and trust, you will have many clients. You will build relationships. It's also crucial because it demonstrates experience and expertise. So it shows that you are able to look after your clients and that you specialize. You are an expert. Vous maîtrisez. It clarifies your purpose and your company's values, and it helps you differentiate from competitors. So it helps you stand and be different from your competitors. Overall, including these elements in your presentation helps convey a comprehensive and compelling narrative about your company and alignment with your audience. So your core values and your company culture. If you highlight core values and the company culture in presentation, it not only defines your company's identity, but it also helps in attracting the right talent, building trust, and enhancing overall brand perception. This is important because it is how your audience or the public will see your company. And today, it is important for the people who work for you, your employees, and it is for the people who buy your product and your services. Milestones and achievements. Highlighting milestones in presentations serves to showcase your company's progress. It celebrates achievements, it inspires confidence, and it attracts stakeholders and reinforces your strategic direction and differentiation in the market. So let's have a look at that. So when we talk about milestones, we talk about achievements. So they are almost the same. Milestones are goals that you reach in the company. And the reason that we celebrate these or we tell people about our achievements, it inspires confidence. So your consumer will believe in the product you are selling, and it will attract your stakeholders. So stakeholders are the people who invest in your company. It will also reinforce your strategic direction. What is that? The direction you would like to take your company, your strategy. So when we celebrate achievements, it will reinforce, it will support the direction we would like to take the company in. Let's look at your products and your services. Highlight your key products and your services. When talking about the products and services, identify and focus on your main product lines or flagship services. When we talk about flagship, it often refers to the parts of your business that bring in the most money. So in English we say, Zara has flagship stores. I'll put that in the chat for you. Sometimes we talk about a flagship store. That means out of all the Zaras, there is a store that seems to be the big one, the one who brings in the most money. So they call it a flagship store. So we can use this word with other definitions. We can say flagship services, a flagship product, because it is the product or the service that earns the most money. Highlight what makes each product or service unique or stand out in the market. So it's the same when you are writing a CV, in resume. You put the things about yourself that allow you to stand out, that allow you to be visible. And it's the same with your products and your services. Mention any recent innovations, developments, or awards. So it's important to talk about what you are creating in your business. Benefits and value propositions. So we will look at this in a moment. When talking about the products and the services, you need to explain how your product or your services benefit your customers. That is a value proposition. A proposition is something you propose, you suggest, you tell them. So when you have a value proposition, you are telling them or proposing why your product is valuable. Why is this product important? You are to focus on the problems they solve or the needs that they fulfill. When you talk about the problems they solve, people are more likely to invest or to want to buy this product. And you can highlight, so souligner, any competitive advantages or value-added features. Make a difference with what you say and what you propose. So customer success stories or case studies. Share specific examples of how your products or services have benefited your customers. Use case studies or testimonials to illustrate real-world applications and successes. So for example, if you have a business, or I will use this example. You are looking for a restaurant. And what do? We go to Google and we look at the reviews, avis. That tells us, is the restaurant good? Based on other people's experiences. This is what we talk about when we say testimonials, reviews, case studies. Because we can see that if other people were happy, I could be happy too if I buy this product. So product and service demos, if applicable. That means that if feasible, demonstrate key features or functionalities of your products and services. Show how they work and how they can address specific customer needs. So for example, everyone knows about the Thermomix. And sometimes they can offer you a demonstration at your house to show you how does a Thermomix work? What can I do with it? Because sometimes we are hesitant. Il y a un petit peu de hésitation. So that means that if someone is going to come and show me this product without me buying, I feel better. Je me sens à l'aise. So if you can have a demo. Demo, c'est un peu plus court pour démonstration. So a demo is a demonstration. Show how they work and how they can address specific customer needs. Now we are talking about marketing position or your market position and your strategy. Describe where your company stands in the market hierarchy. So for example, are you a market leader? Are you a challenger, a niche player, or a new entrant, a new entrant? So what does this mean? A market leader, that is if your business is ahead. You are innovating, you are making new discoveries with your business, and you can state that my business does this specific thing and it has this amount of popularity. It shows you are a market leader. Or are you challenging what other service providers are doing? Are you challenging what they are doing by creating something different? Are you a niche player? That means you have chosen a small part of the market which has a high demand, but it's very specialized. So then you are now in a niche market. You are a niche player. Or are you a new business? A new business has other advantages, because if it is new, it means you are looking at your product and your services from a fresh perspective, a new perspective. So, criteria. How do we figure out what we are in the market? We look at the criteria. We discuss the criteria that define your market position, such as market share, brand recognition, product uniqueness, or customer loyalty. So, are my customers loyal? Is my product or my service unique? Do people know my brand? Do I have followers on Instagram, on Facebook? How much is my company worth? So these are the questions we will ask. Then we do a comparison. Provide a comparison with key competitors and highlight your strengths and areas where you differentiate yourself. So where am I different? So here we've got all our service providers, and I am here, and this is what I am doing. Then if you look at your marketing strategy, you want to highlight how your company differentiates itself from competitors. This could include unique product features, superior customer service, pricing strategies, or innovative technologies. So let's look at those definitions. Unique product features. You could decide that your product does something that your competitors, their products do not do. So that is the first way you will stand out. Or you could decide, I will sell the same product, but my customer service will be better. So I will answer my clients the earliest possible. I will respond to requests or bad reviews in an empathetic way, and I will respond quickly. So you can make the focus superior customer service. Or am I going to offer a better price? Am I going to look at the market and say, I can do this, but for less? Or am I going to come with a new technology, a new way to do things? So you can decide what is the best for your product or for your service. Then you will look at your growth strategy. Discuss your company's growth strategy. Are you planning to expand into new markets? Are you going to introduce new products or services? Or are you going to increase your market share in existing segments? So, or what it already exists in your company, are we just going to make those parts bigger? So when we decide who are we going to target who is my public? Who is my audience? You want to explain your market segmentation strategy. A very big definition. What does this mean? How have you identified and segmented your target audience based on demographic, geographic, psychographic, or behavioral factors? So how did you choose who will buy your product or your service? Was it because of where they live? Are they younger? Are they older? What do they enjoy? How do they behave? So how are you choosing your strategy? Where will you position yourself? It's important to describe how you position your products and services, so where you put them, in the minds of your target customers. What specific benefits or solutions do you emphasize? So we need to add that we need to make the benefits and the solutions a big part of that strategy. And then marketing tactics. Discuss the marketing tactics and channels you use to reach and engage your target audience effectively. Am I using YouTube? Am I using Instagram? Am I using festivals? Am I using the market on a Thursday morning? What am I going to do to reach my audience? And then we will discuss your future plans and your goals. When discussing future plans and goals in your presentation, it's essential to outline your company's vision, your strategic direction, and your specific objectives you aim to achieve. Specify your revenue growth targets. So that means specify how much you would like the company to make in monetary value. So how much money do I want my company to make? Are you aiming for a specific percentage increase year over year? So what are my figures? And then market expansion. Discuss any plans for expanding into new markets or geographic regions. So I have a store that sells clothing. Where am I going to go? Am I going to go into the next village? Will I go into the next city? Where and how am I going to grow my company? What are my plans? And then customer acquisition. Outline goals related to acquiring new customers or increasing market share within existing customer segments. How am I going to get new clients? Highlight plans for product innovation and development. Are there new products or services in the pipeline? How do these align with market trends and customer needs? Are there technological advancements? So is there growing technology? Discuss investments in technology and digital transformation initiatives that support your future growth and competitiveness. So this just means, could we do something in the future? For example, artificial intelligence. Can I include this in my business plan? Research and development. Outline any ongoing or planned research and development efforts aimed at maintaining or enhancing your competitive edge. So what is going to make me different? Share your company's commitments to sustainability, environmental stewardship, and responsible business practices. So for example, our corporate social responsibility initiatives. We spoke about this 2 weeks ago when we spoke about what is the company doing to help the environment or to help the community. So we highlight any corporate social responsibility initiatives such as community outreach programs, diversity and inclusion efforts, or ethical sourcing practices. and our impact measurement. Discuss how you measure and report on the impact of your sustainability and CSR efforts. So that means, what are we doing for the environment? What impact does my business have on the environment? In conclusion, effectively presenting your company and its products and service is crucial for establishing a strong market presence and fostering customer trust. By focusing on clear communication, highlighting unique selling points, understanding your audience, and adapting your presentation style, you can create impactful and memorable presentations that resonate with your stakeholders. Now, I know that there probably are some definitions that were maybe a bit difficult. So do you have any questions or do you have any comments that you would like to make on this evening's presentation? You can now unmute your microphone. No? It was all good? Wonderful. So remember, the definitions are for you to look at and see what you can use between all of them. The presentation will be sent to you after tonight's conference. So have a look at it and look at the questions that you can ask about selling your product and your services. So thank you. I didn't but it's interesting. Merci Frédéric. Bon, merci. La prochaine leçon, je vais expliquer. I'll explain next lesson. So thank you everyone for joining us for this wonderful conference. And I will see you next week. Thank you everyone. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.